Hey guys, welcome back. This is more like a update project video. This is a update project weekly project video update. I'm trying to get the words out. We got something missing in the front yard here. Well, I want to apologize now. I ordered the starter. Well, my father-in-law ordered the starter and I put it on. Reason being that I didn't do a video on it was because of the weather. I'll get to that in a minute. If you're all just tuning in, I haven't watched any of the videos on the tractor. Since this is going to be an update video, I'm not going to show it run because I already got it closed up. Well, I guess I could pull the cover off of it at least. I need to do a run video. I got to do a run video on this Fusion. My buddy brought it. He actually, a good friend of mine gave it to me, and he did some circles way up there. So, and of course, I'm going to have to mow that. So, well, instead of starting over there, yes, I did just cut the yard with it. But instead of starting over there and making that look good, I did over there, then L-shaped that way. Finally, sun. Finally all rolled in. He hasn't seen it yet. I made room in the shed for it. So I came around here. He's already rolled back in. Pontiac was still here at the time. We're talking about a little over a month ago. So we stopped, I don't know, somewhere up in here so you could see it. Okay, shed's open. We're going to put it back. Go ahead and put it to the shed. Crank. Then screeching noises from the starter. I guess when I was mowing with it, the starter gear got stuck and was riding on the flywheel and messed up the gear. So I had to get my gloves. I keep gloves in the car. I pushed it closer to the car, so I had it about here. Listening because it's that time where he comes home. So it's like, okay, he was going to go in and go to the bathroom to help me. Well, I got my gloves on. It doesn't roll, so you have to pick up that side and it'll roll. And then I got it. It sat right here for a while. Then I moved it here. It sat here a while. That's where I did the oil at. And then the grass started growing, so I pushed it here. So it sat here for a while. And then here, recently, no, wait, I didn't move it then at that time. Well, anyways, this one we started getting and looking at it about not long ago. Then when the starter came in, I started working on it here, but we wanted to know if the starter would work. So it was raining, so I pushed it. I got it up to here. Sat here for like 3 days. Make sure that's not a part of the mower. No, it's a piece of wood from something. So, sat here for a few days. I fought in the rain and getting the starter off. I put it under here because it was that misty rain. So the tree kind of protected me for 95% of it. So I got the starter off, got it in the house, looked at it and compared it. should work. Put it on in this spot. Father-in-law came home after just about as I cleaned up everything. I was just sitting out pondering about it. So he pulled in. Well, sure, looks good. Should work. Go in your house and get the key. Run it out. Crank, no start. But I cranked it until the battery got a little weak. I said, well, we'll close it up. Next day, still that misty rain. I don't know, we're going to wait. I'll come out here. I went and gone ahead and just put the engine back together. Dribbled some gas. The fuel line was leaking, so I dribbled some gas out. Took the fuel line off and dribbled some inside the carburetor. Hit the key after I choked it, and it lit right off. I have to run it with. It has to run maybe just slightly more than half choke for it to run right. Now, fast forward today. I got it, ran it around up the driveway a couple times. No, I'm not going to mow the wet grass. Well, guess what? I end up cutting wet grass. All right, hear me out here. You can cut wet grass. I've been doing a lot of research and a lot of reading up. It's not 100% recommended, but you can cut wet grass. Nice to have the sun. We haven't had the sun all week. It cut it flawlessly. Yeah, there's grass stuck to the bottom of the deck, but it didn't clump. Like if I used my Murray, it would have clumped it all up. It wouldn't be shooting it out of the chute. It just got stuck. The reason being that this part here is not cut is because I was starting to slide up there. So I was like, well, I guess I'll have to let it dry up and do it again. But yeah, it did just perfect. I didn't do over here was because with it being wet, I didn't. Actually, up there, I would slide. Roll back, it slid. That's what happened yonder, somewhere up there. The rollback slid off the driveway. I did up to behind the Champagne Tahoe we call the Z. Alright, now, fast forward a little bit. I parked the tractor up back before we left to go do our daily chores. I had to stop because Mother Nature said you ain't doing it anymore. So it started pouring down rain. I have the air compressor out, so that's why I'm fast forwarding until now. But you know, let's fast forward to when we come back. Oh, that's a pretty flower, wildflower. This is where the rollback sits. There's where she lays. When we got back, I'm like, you know what? I should have waited until actually now to do it. I was like, no, I'm going to finish cutting. So I was planning on doing it all at that time. But as I was starting to slide, like I said, I did up to the back of the Z. Oh, I kind of missed this. Would have to get done by push mower. You can't see it. I mean, I could feel the tire spinning as I was turning up here, but it didn't spin. So I guess theoretically it could have done that. But I'm saving that part. I'm planning on this weekend I'm planning on within the next day or two, when my father-in-law's home, we're going to get the little crock pot out of the shed, and we're going to pull the carburetor off and clean it. It shot a flame out of the muffler right when I shut it off here, it decided to do that. But fast forward to till now, I came out here to check on it. This is the bad tire. Yep, it's already gone down, so if I was to hop back on it, I would need to pump that back up again. So that tire is definitely bad. This is the one that was holding air. I mean, it's not bad, not bad. So tire wise, it needs at least one tire. Within a couple weeks, next month when we get paid, I was going to order the bushing kit that will do the bushings in the rim in these, but these looks to be slightly different than the ones that I see that are on the kit. So I'm just gonna cheap out and just order the bushing for both sides. But I'm gonna get 4 in the kit, but I'm just gonna do this side. I'll just pull this one off and just grease the shaft. I mean, the steering, I'll tell you the truth, the steering components are great on this thing. This thing steers. Imagine when I fix that, it'd be perfect. No, the hood's still not, none of this is mounted here. I mean, it's all mounted in one piece, but it's not mounted to the frame. So the next step would be, I'm going to do the carburetor this coming weekend, or, next time he is available. That's why that tire leaks. This still no run, that's still no run. Well, I'll pull off the carburetor, and I'm just gonna have him take it apart because I never took one of these apart. He is probably good. I just had to watch YouTube. That's how I ended up doing the starter. And then we'll just, I mean, it runs it, and it just, all the things probably needs to be poked, and it just needs to have a bath inside the crock pot. And then we'll put it back on, and then we'll run it and see how good if it runs with no choke. Good, we can cross that off the list. And then after that, I'm just gonna mount. If we could do it soon, I'm just gonna mount everything. We'll change the oil again a different day, and I might be able to just, I can do it with this on, with all that on. When I do it, I take the pipe and fix the drain pipe, and then I'm gonna put synthetic in it. And then after that, then hopefully I can fix this wheel, and we should be good for a while. And then after that, I want to get the blade sharpened, which it really doesn't have to have it, but I want it. And then I definitely would like to get 2 back tires, for sure. Then maybe sometime as time goes on, we'll get new front tires. But I want back tires first. Then after we get the tires fixed, I want to order a set of plugs for it. One second, let me figure out this order. Next will be the carburetor, getting it running good. And then probably in the mix, all the bushing should come in. Then that should be good. We'll probably end up sharpening the blades before we fix the tire. So the tire might be last. Then I want to do an air filter and oil fill filter. And then, like, way down the line, maybe do plugs. And down along the line, do 2 tires. And then before winter, I'm going to probably want to get a cover for it. We're going to get lights put on it. And I'm going to disconnect these. And we'll get LEDs that mount onto here instead of having those. Those are not really bright at all. But yeah, that's my plan. I guess thing is to get it running right and that wheel fixed. And then I should be good to go pretty much for the season. Except when I stop. Like, let's say if I stop and come back, like a couple hours later, I'm going to have to re-put air back in that tire. Now, if I can find at least one good tire on the marketplace, the really cheap, I would go that route and just run that for a while. And I still got bolts to put in. I'm not really worried about it. So, let's see, trying to think of what else. The transmission pin doesn't work. I can't get it to. I can't get it to disengage where I can roll it, and I don't want to force it and then get it stuck. So that's one reason it doesn't roll. It will not roll. It's a hydrostatic transmission, which I really didn't want, but for free, you can't beat that. And the guard's in good shape. It's in good shape. I mean, I'm eventually going to have to clean it up, all the crap that got on it from sitting under that tree. I really wish I didn't cut the. Hold up, did that tire go flat? Really wish I didn't mow the wet grass, but no, it lost the air, but it's just really stinking into the ground. Now these are flat. It's flat. Yeah, the ground's really soft up here. These have been replaced. That one's the best tire. But there you have it. That's gonna be I know I need to get a video of it running, but I'm gonna wait until I get the carburetor dialed in to do a video on that. I want it to be flawless when I do the video on it. I mean, I have a video of it running. It's only like a 10-second video. I might end up uploading that. It might be a Wednesday video. So you might see that. So if you have one of these and say, hey, I did this to mine and improved something on it, let me know. It's got a Pose twin 2-cylinder Briggs on it, 20 horsepower. The number that's on the motor on the shroud is a 98. My research, well, I didn't research. My research is it's 98. My buddy tells me the actual mower is from 88. Now, is that true, or is this really from 1998? I can't find, maybe somebody out there that's watching this can see it and I say, oh, I had the same tractor. The battery was just replacing it like 2 months ago. That's usually where the information would be for like ordering like belts, parts are, like tires and that. It's got a never start in it. But yeah, comment down below what you think on that. And we're supposed to have bad thunderstorms. I had this cover was covering the motor, but since it was hot when I parked it here, the only reason why I did like this is because I never know if it's going to rain, and who knows, I may not come back. I may not want to come back out here. And look, I did. But I think that'll be alright. Having it here, I guess will probably still end up running the extension cord from here. But yeah, all I did was pump the air compressor up the second time. I just pumped it up here to pump that tire up. I think it's raining. I need to close that. I don't have a plug in the front. So now all three motors are in the back now. They're all together now. That was technically the John Deere was supposed to go in the shed when we moved in over there. That was the plan, was to clean it out enough to get it in there. It rolls just fine. Granted, you have to put air in the tires, but no. That's a roller. We can't figure out how to make that roll. So, comment down below if, there's something, a bolt we have to tighten or loosen to get it to where it rolls. I don't like that fuel valve, though. It's actually turned off right now. Well, there's the update on, I think this is a Lowe's, I think. No, it's a Yard Machine by MTD, so it is an MTD. Oh, this is, let's see, I had the Craftsman, and I had that other MTD, my Ford, my John Deere, Craftsman, another tractor. This is my technically my seventh tractor that I personally wanted to keep, that I had a mower deck. The Craftsman, it still exists. It's my dad's got it. That thing's gave him problems. I don't know. He's not really being a good tractor, garden tractor parent. After when I was thinking about quitting, or when I was going to quit, it was starting to run kind of funny. And it's kind of over here. I don't know if that's rain or bugs. Bugs. Yeah, that's going to be bugs. So apparently we lost the sun again. Yeah, I was getting to around the garden here, close to the garden. It was starting to run funny. I said, well, I promise we're done. We're done. No more for today. I'm going to let it dry up before doing any more. But like I said, I want to save that for when we get the carburetor done on it. Hopefully by then I don't have to cut all this again. Because if so, I'll have to fill it back up again. They used half a tank of fuel doing this. They should have used only a quarter. So it is eating it. I don't know, maybe comment down below. Maybe half a tank is enough. Or good enough. Yeah, that's about it. So we got the tractor going, or I did. So that's going to include this week's project video. Just pretty much me yapping. No, it feels like it's raining, but I don't see it. Sprinkling, but I don't see it. Now, yeah, I probably should not mowed, but I wanted to see it work before we put any more money into it. To me, I think it's worth making it go. So that's gonna include this project video since I'm getting all eaten up. I'm gonna have to do a project video on this, another one at some point. It's got all the original glass. This car's never been wrecked. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for next week. We got all kinds of videos coming, I hope. Thank you for watching.